Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to Chaos and Cat. My name is Kaylie.
And I am Laura. Welcome. Thanks for joining us yet again.
Welcome, welcome.
Or if it's the first time, but if
Yeah, or
it's
if it's
the
the
first
first
time,
First time you come
that's all
back.
right. That's all right.
Awesome. You may or may not have noticed we have ads now. We are not sorry. We're trying
We
to
are
earn
not
something off of
sorry.
this.
We work hard, okay?
Not that there's enough of you yet, but maybe one day.
One day, tell your friends, tell your families,
Tell your friends, pass around,
enemies. I
tell
don't
everyone.
care.
Mwah, If this is your first time, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Nah.
Welcome to the shit show.
Yeah, there's no dipping your toe in here.
No, there's
You
no
dive
dipping
in
your toe
deep
in. We're
ASAP. We're in it, and it's the deep end.
Yeah. I hope you brought your floaties. Anyways, how's it going, Laura?
Well, I was gonna say, I got my period today, so for the past week I've been in Crazy Lady Land, but other than that...
If it makes you feel any better, I'm in my Crazy Lady Land week. Because my period is gonna be starting any motherfucking day now.
Yeah.
Are we synced?
Ooh,
That's so weird.
that
Are we
is
gonna be
weird.
like loosely synced?
Can we do that
Interesting.
via virtual? Like,
Have we spent enough time virtually together that our bodies are
That
just
it's
like,
just
yeah,
like,
no,
yes.
it's meant to be like this. But it's
we're
just
the
funny that
besties, all right?
it's just funny that we have our periods at about the same time. That's
I
really
agree.
funny. Yeah, no, because mine should be starting any day. So I've been getting really emotional about stupid fucking shit that I shouldn't be getting fucking emotional about. And it'll be shit that I've watched a million times. And I've
that.
like the first time I watched it, sure, I cried, yeah, whatever. But now
Sure.
I've seen it a million times. I don't fucking cry at it. But now I fucking cry at it. I'm like, why? What the fuck? I've seen this a million times. Why am I fucking... And then I sit there and I'm like, oh yeah, my fucking period's gonna start.
Sometimes that's my first, like, aha moment, and I'm like, why am I crying at this? And then I'm like,
see,
what day is it?
it's that or
Rage.
in the past, like, I don't know, year or so, I have a new symptom for my period, and that's that my poops get so fucking sore.
Aww, that's
so sore. Like, you do a little jump and it's like, ah.
Oh, I've definitely had periods like that, but it's not
been-
very frequent.
Like recently it's been that they get sore, and Nick has told me they get bigger too.
Yes, same. I get that too.
So that's his thing now. That's how he can tell when my period's coming, because he'll look at me like, your boobs are bigger, you got period boobs, and I'm like, ugh.
And he's like, and I like it.
Oh yeah, he loves it. And I'm like, yeah,
course.
enjoy it while they last. They're
Yeah.
sore for me, but
So
I'm glad you
you
get
can
to
only
enjoy.
look. You can't touch because they fucking hurt.
Like, I'm glad you get to enjoy, but yeah, they're starting to get sore and stuff, so I'm like, ugh, it's coming.
It sucks. Oh
It
my
does.
god. I do have like a period breakdown story for y'all today. Cause usually I think my default is rage, but underlying that,
sure.
just a tad, is absolutely a blibbering mess.
God, yeah. Same, honestly. That's why we get along.
So my whole thought process was my family lives in Alabama, and so every year so far I order their presents, I send them to my house, I wrap them, and then I send them to Alabama.
Uh-huh.
And this year, the first package was like a normal amount of like shipping, which is still like an astronomical amount, it's like $25 or something. but I was shipping my mom. What day is it? Oh, it's not gonna come out. I was shipping my mom a towel warmer for her house.
Nice.
You know, a little mini luxury for her.
Nice.
And so I wrapped that and I put it back in the box that they shipped it to, and I brought it over to ship it. And she told me, "Can you just guess how much it might be?" Because Amazon shipped it to me for $10.
And it's more than that?
Yeah.
20?
It was $75.
Holy shit.
And the original package that I was sending with everybody else's gifts in it was $25. So I had to pay a $100 shipping fee.
Why the fuck was it so much? Did
Because
they say?
not only did it weighed a decent amount, but that wasn't the problem. It was the box was so big. So then they take it by however big it is and then multiplies it. Yeah, and it just fucked me.
Yeah, you probably should have just ordered it through Amazon and just had it sent right to her.
Well, that's the lesson that I've learned. Because I've just done it this year. I've done it like this every year, so I just never had a package this big to send them. And
see, I don't do it that way. I order it through that site and I send it to them, and I'm just like, listen, if there's any issues, just let me know.
I know, but then I would have to like have them Amazon wrap it because I don't want it to just be
in
a fucking box. It bothers me.
I get that.
But it just she said that and I started sobbing. And mind you, this place opens at 10 a.m. I get there at 10:05. She didn't even have enough time to take off her jacket. Okay? So, this lovely lady, which, by the way, I dropped off a package 2 days prior, and I think I fucked that interaction up because I think she's deaf. Oh. And so, like, I have to keep my face at her, but I'm anxious, so I'm just all over the fucking place. You know? So, because I think she's reading my lips. So now, this interaction, I'm trying to be very mindful about, like, staying, like, looking at her so she can read my lips or do what she needs to do. But now, if you can imagine someone having their sob face on and trying to talk to them, how are you reading that lip?
Yeah, that might be a little bit harder, yeah.
Not that she's a bitch, it just came out, right? Because I'm just sobbing and looking like this.
Yeah.
How does one... So... It was a mess, and it just, now I look back and it just cracks me up, because the grand scheme of things pissed me off, but whatever, but it just, and then I got my period, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
She was so nice. I was like, I should get her a Christmas gift. She was so nice.
That's so funny.
She probably hates me.
No, she's probably done with way worse than you. Oh my goodness.
Oh god. So that's what.
So funny.
So if you run into somebody who just starts sobbing on command or cue and it's just not great news, it's their period most likely.
More than likely.
Or just the cherry on top of their
like,
day.
Seriously. It's just like, why are you crying? I don't know. Probably because I'm going to be starting my fucking period soon. I don't fucking know.
Sometimes I'll, like, see a reel or something, and it'll start to tear me up, and I'm like, no. And I have to scroll away. Like, I'm not doing this right now, alright?
Same. And it's always something so fucking stupid that I normally would not fucking cry at. And it makes me so mad. It makes me so fucking mad. What the fuck? Oh my goodness.
That's been that, but other than that, everything's been crazy because of Christmas, but fine.
Yeah.
How are things for you?
Besides being really busy at work.
Yeah, because you have to, like, work extra in order to even get the holiday off.
Yeah, basically.
Not extra, but, like, you kind of, like, you have to, like,
kind of, though, because, I mean...
It makes you work extra.
Literally 1 day is 2 days of ordering.
Yeah.
So, you know, that was, I'm going to say 3.5 grocery stores, because the 4th grocery store is like a small independent grocery store. But 3.5 grocery stores, and then, like, how many other stores did I have today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 other stores that I had to hit on top of those 3.5 grocery stores, and one of them took me well over 2 hours at the grocery store because it's my highest volume store, and also certain person didn't go in and service it yesterday like they were supposed to, so I had to do extra work in there. I'm like, that's great, thank you so much for adding more work on top of my already busy day.
Yeah, right before a holiday, how thoughtful.
So
But I know it puts a lot of craziness on your sketch.
It's the same
Are
every
you
year.
making
I've been
good monies though? Because I know like it
Not
comes
really.
around, goes around. That sucks.
not
People,
really this
go
month.
buy
It's-
some fucking
it's
wine
it's
in
tough.
Maine, motherfuckers.
I'm not hitting as many numbers as I was expecting to hit.
Go
this
be
month.
wineaholics and give this girl a raise, okay?
Please.
All one of you.
Right? All one of you that's listening. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's crazy for the holidays for work for me, but I've been doing it for like 6.5, 7 years now.
You're
We're
just
going
in
on
the
7 years
groove.
with the company, so yeah.
You're just fucking doing it.
I am. I'm just fucking doing it at this point. But yeah, no, it's been quiet on the home front otherwise. Like I told you, Nick got rid of that big couch that
Yes.
I didn't want. And then we gotta move the cat tree in there, but yeah, not too much going on right now.
But slowly
a lot of
working
work.
on the house. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, slowly.
Very slowly over here. It's okay.
We're not really doing anything
But yeah.
during the winter. There's not much to, yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. I do want to I do need to tear apart that spare room, because I'm pretty sure I've told you it's going to become a closet, because
Yes.
I don't need spare rooms, I just want
Well,
a
you
closet.
also have the upstairs that'll eventually like.
Well, so yeah, the plan eventually is that the upstairs is going to become our space. So it'll be like office, gaming room, and then the other room will be our bedroom. And then that way, when we do have guests over, we can kind of bring the cats upstairs and close us off from everyone and be just up in our own space. Especially because Daruk is a little bit of a scaredy cat, in case you weren't aware. So that way, when we have guests over, he can just escape into the upstairs and not have to be like spooked and sketched out and too scared to go anywheres, you know? Because eventually we'll have, I'll buy a second litter robot so we can have one upstairs, and then we'll have and then we'll have food upstairs too for them, so that way we can keep it separate and have food, you know, yeah, that'll become part of their space. So, and then that way we can close them off if we need to from doing stuff, and they'll be fully fine up there.
I mean, that makes sense. Gives
Yeah.
them more room to.
And then eventually
enjoy
we'll have
themselves.
2 spare rooms down here, because or one will stay a closet and one will be a room, and I'll just have my closet downstairs kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I mean, I
but
think that's a kind of the
it'll
perfect.
I'm
room
sorry,
for
it'll
it.
be a closet / spare room, because I'm gonna
Are
get
you-
like a Murphy
you
bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
ended up getting one. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, you did. You told me that.
And
Yeah,
it
'cause I
was
wanna
a
get one of the
bitch ass
ones-
to put together.
Oh, I imagine it
A
is,
bitch ass.
but it's worth it.
It wasn't even that bad. It just tedious.
Yeah.
Took like 6 hours.
Yeah, because I want one of the ones that looks
But it's
like
good.
a dresser.
Yes, that's what we
So,
got.
Yeah.
It looks good though. It works
Yeah.
well.
That's what I want to get, because I think that'll be great, and then I can have my closet, and it'll and then if I have extra people, I can fold it out and be like, I got
Get
a
in
bed.
there.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
so that's like one of the things I'm gonna try to do during this winter, but other than that,
Yeah, I'm hoping to use this winter as house projects for sure.
yeah, it'll be a lot of inside projects during the winter,
Yeah.
but
Trying to
I
get rid
think-
of that stressy, depressing.
yeah,
The
'cause-
Shuns are among us.
absolutely, yeah. And I want to start like looking for the wallpaper that I want in these rooms too. And I might start slowly peeling off this old one and seeing how much I can get off.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm probably just going to wallpaper back over, but I need to get rid of a lot of this old stuff because it's just
Definitely.
falling off. so wallpapering over it would be kind of pointless.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
if the old is just gonna fall off, it's gonna be a little pointless. So
Yeah, Mark's whole trailer when I first met him was wallpaper. It was honestly a lot of fun to rip off. It's kind of satisfying. Pain in
I
the
love
ass, but
wallpaper,
very
especially
satisfying.
because nowadays wallpaper is much easier than it used to be. Because I'll probably do a lot of that peel and stick stuff in
Yeah.
here.
Which works well.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
get the right,
So
a good kind, but you don't
Yeah.
have to paint the wall with fucking glue and then stick it on there.
I'm not doing that
Ugh.
shit. That's
I've
not
seen my mom do
happening.
it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Fuck no. I don't.
That
have
was
the
a
patience
hard
for
up
that.
too. She means business.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I don't have
Fuck
time
no.
for that shit. I'm a messy bitch. That shit's gonna get everywhere.
I know, and it's gonna be like, God, I'm gonna have to wear like a hazmat suit. It's gonna get in my hair.
Yeah, no, I'm all set.
And then what? Huh?
I'm all set.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it'll be a lot of inside projects and stuff. But, all right. We have talked about maybe doing recommendations on here. So I was gonna ask you, Laura, are there any books you've read recently that you would recommend? Any movies you've seen recently that you might recommend? I was thinking before we do the Katie Corner, you know, maybe we start throwing out our little recommends here
I
and
would
there
love
and
that.
stuff like that.
That would be so fun.
So I was gonna prompt you, be like, anything recently you've read or seen that you like, y'all have to. If you haven't, you have to, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Gosh, I don't know where to begin if I'm being honest.
Well, now, don't go too crazy. We gotta save more for other episodes.
I know. Well,
Give us like one, I don't know, show or movie, maybe a show, a movie, a book. What you got?
I mean, I'm only like 2 chapters into a book, so I won't talk about that yet, but I will say it's good. And
That's okay.
Maybe another time I'll share it.
I just finished a series and I'm so sad it's over because I loved
hate
it so
that
much.
feeling, but I also love it.
It was a cute little trilogy and I'm so sad it's done.
Aww.
I'll tell you about it in a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, because I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll like it. I think I'll keep it festive, because I think Mark and I were looking for a like, we like all the classic Christmas movies, but sometimes those are Christmas movies that we put on to like cook or whatever. You know, we've seen them a million times. It's not like to watch. I think we get a little antsy. So we were looking for new Christmas movies that didn't have terrible ratings or wasn't super stereotypical. And talking to herself, talking to her cats, who knows, talking to Nicholas.
I muted myself.
I know. I'm just watching you.
You're supposed to keep going. That was
I'm
the
telling
point.
your secrets. I'm telling your secrets.
The point was that you were supposed to keep talking, Laura.
No,
All I did was ask for water.
I like
Jeez.
spoiling things. It's fine. But we found this movie called Red One, I think. Have you watched it? It has Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Chris
Yes. Oh my
Evans.
god. I was gonna be like, all right, I'll have to recommend a Christmas movie, and that was the one I was gonna recommend. We haven't watched it since last year, but it was.
We
a
didn't
good
even know
one.
it came out last year, so we watched it this year, and I was like, why have we never seen this? And why is this such a cool-ass Christmas movie? And, like, it was something so unthought of.
It was surprisingly good.
Yeah, and I
It was a
liked how they
surprisingly good
portrayed
movie.
Santa as having to be
Yeah.
this fit, badass person in order to, like, do his
Be able to
duties
do what he
of
does.
getting everywhere.
Because the reality is to do what that man does, you
Yeah.
do have to have some endurance and shit. Like,
And I liked how they explained, like, his magic and why he's the one to be able to do it, and, like, just, like, there's actually background behind a lot of these things that makes
there was a
lot
lot of
sense
lore.
that wasn't
so
thought
much
of before.
lore, and I loved
I love
it.
it. It was so good, and just all of the characters were so good. I don't know.
Yeah.
That would
No,
be
it
my
was a really good
recommendation.
movie. I also loved Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So
I do too.
He's actually a really good actor.
I agree, and I do like Chris Evans, honestly.
Oh, I don't
But I
mind
think
Chris,
he
Chris
played
Evans.
basically a character he kind of has played in the past,
So,
so it's
and
like
that's-
wasn't surprising.
Yeah. Oh, of course. They're
You know?
both very much typecast at this point because
Yes.
they do a lot of the same shit. But
They were good
I
together.
like his charm, especially Dwayne's. I love his charm that he brings
Yeah.
to his
He was very
characters and
stoic.
stuff.
I thought it was hilarious.
And that's what I think. That's what I liked about it. he did it a little different than he does a lot of others. I feel like he was a bit more stoic and serious, but I don't know. It just hit home correctly the way they did this movie, and the charisma between all of the actors was really good. Like, I think it was a well done holiday movie.
And they had Krampus in there, and
yes,
that blew my
I
mind.
love
and
that
I was
Krampus was in there because
and just
Krampus
the whole
was our
thing.
villain in a
Yes.
sense, and that was really fun how they did that and they tied that in. I was like, all right, that's pretty cool.
It was all cracking me up now that I'm just like rethinking about it. So
It's
it was
a
such
good movie. It is a good movie. We don't watch a lot of holiday movies, but that one was a good one.
I can't take the villain lady serious because I've seen her as like a little kid or like a whatever, so I can't take her serious as like a scary person. But she did a good job.
Yeah, she did. I enjoyed it. I did. That was a good movie. Well, Laura and I are both recommending that one. A good holiday movie.
Can't talk about it enough, honestly. It was so good.
That's so funny.
Is
that all you're recommending?
That is. I'll stick it with that. I have another one for next time.
Alright, since you did a movie, I'll do a book. It's a little trilogy. It's so you can get it on Spotify. Or if you have Audible or something like that, you can get it there too. But obviously with Spotify, you only get like so many hours a week or a month or whatever. So you gotta be mindful about that. But it's called The House Witch. It's a little trilogy. It's such a really well done fantasy world, and I really liked all of the characters, honestly. I didn't really have a character I didn't like that much. My only gripe was with the voice actor.
Oh, yes.
No. I loved the voice actor the whole way. I loved all the voices he did. Okay. All of them were great, okay? My gripe is, my favorite one, the cat. He changed his voice on the last book to a completely different voice, and I was so mad when that cat spoke for the first time, because I didn't even realize it was his character that spoke, and then it clicked for me. I'm like, what did you do to his voice? Why did you change it? I don't like this voice.
On the third book, I wonder what
literally
had to occur
on
for
the
him
last
to change it
book.
after
I'm
two
like,
books.
Why did we change this on the last book?
Did the author just not like it and like?
That
would be the only thing.
Because like the first voice was almost like this Louisiana-esque kind of.
I love that.
Like street kid, like just kind of voice. Like it. I liked the way he did his voice. I can't really do the way he did it.
I don't blame you.
But it was a little old-timey the way he spoke and stuff, and I really liked it. But it's about the main character is a dude. He is a house witch. He is considered a deficient witch, not a pure witch. It's a whole thing in the whole series. And basically, he goes off and he becomes a cook for the king. And, man just doesn't know how to not shut up sometimes. But it all works out for him in the end. But it's just a really charming book. Him and his love interest, I like their banter between each other because they start out not liking each other very much. They butt heads real quick because
I like that.
Small spoiler, but not really a spoiler. She like comes to the kitchen when he first comes in, and he's all like, "Get out of my kitchen. Nobody's allowed in my kitchen." And it's because in this universe, witches aren't really open about being witches because they were hunted at one point. So
valid.
Even though they're not hunted anymore and it's illegal to like hunt them and all that stuff,
still,
a lot of them are still very uncomfortable being open as out and open as witches. But he does eventually become known as a witch somewheres down the line. You know, it's a part of it of getting witches to be more. But yeah, it's a really good book. I don't want to spoil things.
I don't often read books from a male point of view. So that's
I don't either, and I didn't expect it. I didn't know it was a male point of view. I didn't realize it was a male point of view. But I actually really liked
ask.
it. It was actually really good. I don't often read books from a male character's point of view, but I liked it. I liked his character a lot. Yeah, sure, there were times where I'm like, you fucking boy moron,
well, I mean,
motherfucker.
Sometimes the female characters, I'm the same way, but
it was nice.
Way.
Exactly, but it was nice to see the male perspective in this kind of a story instead of the female's perspective of the story. But I really liked it.
That's so fun.
Just the way that the author wrote it.
And I did look up the book, and I recognized the cover for sure.
Yeah. I like, here, let me just, I'm going to read you guys the little description, okay? The House Witch is a cozy fantasy romance book series by Delamock, following the adventures of a house witch named Finlay Ashoen, who works as a cook in a royal household, balancing his secret magical abilities with court intrigue and romance. The main series includes The House Witch and the Enchanting of the Hearth, The House Witch and the Charming of Ostis, and The House Witch and When the Cat Spells War, and The Princess of Potential. Oh, I haven't seen that one. I have another book!
We just
the series...
found out now here, folks!
I found out live!
Reporting live!
The series is known for its blend of humor, romance, and domestic magic, though some readers...
What is happening?
What was just playing?
I've been on the same website for my article the whole time.
There must be an ad?
And now it's just, an ad popped up and is...
Mute your phone. Just turn your volume down.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just turn your volume down.
Get rid of it, and it would do everything but.
Alright. Last sentence. The series is known for its blend of humor, romance, and domestic magic, though some readers note it contains darker themes like abuse and trauma. It does. I've been really into cozy books.
Now you're pumped for number 4.
I've been really into cozy books recently. I've been liking a story where I get not a million bajillion side stories, characters, all these fucking things I need to keep track of in this war and that war and those people over there that need something. Like, I love a book like that, don't get me wrong, but I've been reading a lot of books like that, and I've been just wanting these like simple, straightforward, like boom, boom, boom. Here's
but
like
with like still good characters,
right?
Still with,
good
like,
characters, good chemistry between the characters.
Exactly.
A really well built world, but not like so crazy. Like so this series does have a good chunk of stuff that happens. Don't get me wrong, but it's the way they weave it. It's more cozy than anything. You have a few moments where you got some dark shit that happens, and you are building up to a war throughout the series, but even the war itself isn't super intense and crazy. It's really cozy. It's got a really cozy vibe to it. I fucking blasted through that series so quickly. So, and it's because I listen to audiobooks when I'm working. So when you're working an 8-hour shift, you can
do a lot of driving.
You can kill a book pretty quick. So, yeah. But I recommend that series. That is my recommendation.
That's awesome. Because I agree. I feel like I've been reading a lot of books that are just very intense, and it's been really hard to find something that's not that, but still good. And the book I've read 2 chapters of is like this big. It's like 150 pages, and I was like, doable. This series just feels, it didn't feel like a trilogy. It felt like one, like, long book. It didn't feel like a trilogy, though I will say... When you listen to it, okay, what got me with these books, because I'm listening to the audiobooks, if you listen to the audio version, just know that the book just ends. The book just ends, the first one. It just ends. And then the second book just immediately picks up right where it ended. And it just was so jarring to me the first time, like when it happened, I'm like, That's it? That's where you're ending it? I can appreciate picking it up where it left off in a way, though, because I kind of hate when you're reading it all in a row, I understand when it's been years
they didn't
and
give
they're
me like
coming out why to do it, but I
Yeah.
hate that because you're reading it all in a row and then you read 2 chapters of shit you already
Yeah,
fucking
so
know.
they don't give you like a huge like
I can
like
appreciate that.
back like the second book, it literally just picks right back up where it left off. And then in the third, like the second book again, it just I'm like, that's it. That's the end. All right.
It's hilarious.
That's not where I was expecting you to end it, but
That's not where I
Cool.
put it, but
and then
your
the
intern's
third
around
book
here.
kind of gives you like a flashback and then gets right back into the story, but like
Okay.
it's well done. So it was just jarring. I'm like, that wait, Laura, I'm telling you, when you listen to it or you read the first book, you're gonna be like, okay, I get it. You're gonna be like, okay, I get it. I understand why she was so mad that it dropped when you finally listen to or read this book. So you're gonna get it.
Well, I'm excited.
You're gonna get it.
because
It's gonna end, and
I
you're
don't
gonna be
think
like,
I've read a book like that.
you're gonna end, and you're gonna be like, I can't tell you because it's gonna spoil. So
Of
I
course,
can't.
you
I
can't.
cannot.
Can't. I don't like spoiling.
And
stuff.
I don't want to spoil, but it was just a moment of where that's not where I expected. I expected a full continuation of this. Like, what the fuck? So, but it's a cute little series. I think you'll really enjoy it, especially just because it's like a fun, cozy, like, ride. And it's through the male perspective, and I haven't read many books where I get the male perspective, especially in a cozy romance story.
Yeah, I feel like the time I've gotten male perspectives is when it's like a book that eventually goes from like character to character. in a way.
Yeah,
Goes like back
definitely.
and forth. And I've always more found myself a little bit more bored with the male characters.
I
So
find that can
I
happen
am
sometimes, in especially if they're more
glad that-
romancy books. I find sometimes
Yeah.
the male characters aren't. They're a little dense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can you give me some actual character to this character? Because, like, what the fuck is
Right.
this male
Like,
character?
can we-
I thought we were supposed to be in
Just
love
because
with this
you've
man.
never met a good man.
Now that I'm
doesn't
in his
mean that's how
head-
they all are.
Now that I'm in his head,
Jesus.
I don't want him. Can we get out of here?
No. Have you talked to another man? Have you run this by them?
But this book was really, well, I liked his perspective through this romance because it was really cute.
Good.
It was really
I'm
cute.
glad. That's what I'm looking for. That's
I
good.
think
I'll
you'll
give
really
it a
like
shot.
it, yeah.
And if it's a good male like voice actor, that's good too.
I really did like the voice actor. He did a great job with all of the characters, but the third book,
Except
man,
for that one
that
time.
last book, I'm like, why
You're
did
gonna
we
have to
make
find the
this
fourth
choice?
one and see what
I
happens.
should find the fourth book and see what happens. I am curious about that one. All right, since we have given some recommendations, let's move on into the kitty corner.
Ooh, kitty corner, welcome to the kitty corner.
Okay. Today
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about the Oriental short hair.
Ooh, another short hair, I see.
Yes, ma'am. They're the ones with the big ears. They got the shirt and they got the
Always look
big
them
ears.
up.
They got tiny little heads and they got big ears. I love them. They're so cute.
Big ears.
All right, so I'm gonna give you some facts about the Oriental short hair. So they are hypoallergenic.
Ooh.
While no cat is ever going to be 100% allergy free to humans, the Oriental short hair is reported to trigger almost little to no allergies for those who are said to be allergic to cats. And then they give you another little fun fact. An Oriental short hair can become jealous or even territorial with their human companion. Okay.
Oh, they're so
they're
cute. I
so
know exactly which ones
I
you're
love them
talking about.
so much. I love
that's
them.
a short hair.
Yes.
I was like, the other one seems still kind of floofy to be a...
Yeah, no. They're the really short-haired ones with the big ears on their itty-bitty little heads.
Oh, they're little dobbies, basically.
I love them.
Oh, look.
2, they are the smartest of all cat breeds. Yeah, those are ones with really big ears. I love
They're
them.
like little bats.
They're so cute.
Sorry.
Alright, they are the smartest of all cat breeds. It may be hard to decide which cat breed is head of the class due to stipulations in each breed, but many report that the Oriental Shorthair is among the smartest, if not the smartest, of all cat breeds. These intelligent cats enjoy interaction, stimulation, playtime, and are naturally inquisitive by nature. even more so than your typical cat. The Oriental Shorthair has more color and patterns than any other cat breed. These rainbow cats come in every pattern and color you could possibly imagine, at almost 300 combos to be exact. Some have stripes, others are solid, but all true Orientals have the same angular face, large expressive eyes, tall pharaoh-like ears, and limber, lengthy bodies. Despite the unique colors, there is no mistaking an Oriental for any other breed, given their distinctive appearance. And then they give another little fun fact with this little fact. The Oriental Shorthair is a result of man-made crossbreeding between the Siamese, Abyssinian, and the Russian Blue.
Oh.
Didn't know that.
I gotta look up the second one you mentioned, because the other two I've looked
The
up. The
Abyssinians
like,
are those like orange fox-looking ones. That like deep, dark orange one. I think so. They also have like kind of a really floofy tail. So they are born entertainers. This breed is very vocal, loves to be the center of attention, and will always keep you guessing with what they are going to do next. The Oriental is a great cat choice for an active family that will give their cat lots of love and attention, as this is a true requirement of the breed. Orientals do not do well in environments where they are left alone often, as they crave attention and can even become depressed, much like the Siamese, which they share bloodlines with. Yeah, my Siamese does not like to be alone. Can confirm.
Can confirm. She like stalks you up there like a gargoyle.
Mm-hmm. She's sleeping right now.
It's still nearby.
And our last fact here, they are super talkative. For anyone that owns an Oriental Shorthair, they will agree that these cats make no bones about conversing and grabbing your undivided attention. If you are wanting a cat that yearns to be near you, keeps you guessing, and is devoted to being your loyal companion, look no further than the Oriental Shorthair. For more on why exactly a cat, blah, 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 blah. I got this from iheartcats.com, by the way. But that is the Oriental Shorthair. Those are our facts about the Oriental Shorthair. And now we move on to our cat stories.
The cat story about the cat with the big ears.
About the cat with the big ears. So I found a Reddit thread where it's on r/Oriental Shorthair. Fitting.
Exactly.
And someone asked, what's your Oriental like? So,
Ooh.
I'm going to read you a couple.
Yes, queen.
Let's see. This one is from Thestolenon? I don't fucking know how you say that. I don't fucking know. All mine have been very different within the wider frame of an Oriental cat. My current two are still young, 3 and 21 months old. Just say like a year and a half or something, you fucking assholes.
Especially if you're talking about a cat.
Dude, for
a baby,
real.
I kind of understand now that I'm in that world, but a cat?
No. Once your child is a fucking year old, your child is a year old and a fucking 2-year-old. I don't care. Stop with your 24-month-old fucking bullshit. I hate it. Stupid.
Well, yeah, once you should say that they're 2 years if they're 24 months.
But
You don't
people will literally
24
say
months.
24 months.
But saying that they're like 29 months, that's too old, because at that point you can just say 2.5. But like there is a difference between like an 8-month-old and a
Kills me.
18-month-old.
Stop it. Stop making me do math in my head. Just tell me how old they are.
It's just my world now, so I get
It's
it.
dumb. I'm so sorry that they do that to you. It's stupid.
It was a learning curve, I will say that.
Anyways, the 3-year-old, a boy, is the most unusual Oriental I've lived with. He isn't into being close or cuddles. The most important thing in his life is his naps. He will take himself off somewhere warm and quiet and comfortable and have a good long sleep, alone. If you disturb him, he can get quite cross and has even hissed a couple of times. He will sometimes let me stroke him, but only around his shoulders. The rest of the time, he does that shrinking back thing. Oh. He doesn't make a lot of noise, but he knows how to if you don't get him what he wants. The younger one, a girl, is from the same breeder, but not related. She is also happy to go and sleep alone, usually in her radiator bed. Sometimes they sleep together, but they are just as likely to be sleeping in separate places. She is louder, especially if she wants to go out. We have cat-proofed the back garden, but the girl is a little Houdini and needs constant supervision, so they're out there so we don't let her out if it's cold or rainy or we are busy. And she gets so desperate wailing. Neither of them are Velcro or human obsessed like my other Orientals have been, but I don't really mind, as my old girl that I lost a couple of years ago always needed to be near me, and by the evening I'd be touched out. Mine is a quiet menace. He doesn't do really bad. This is from Teddy's Can Burn. Mine is a quiet menace. He doesn't really do bad stuff, like ripping curtains or chewing on furniture, but he will play with tea bags I leave out to brew tea again. So he also likes to be a menace while I think they mean while I'm not while he isn't watched. So when it's about time for me to sleep, he meows at me to go to bed, sits with me until I put my phone down and finish the before bed tea. Then he purrs for a minute and runs off to play with his toys or get into the trash for his favorite toy, the cardboard inside of the toilet paper rolls. He will also come to me as soon as I wake up, purr, be all sweet, then he'll start playing with my hands, trying to chew off my fingernails. Yep. It's an odd mix of I love you, but I'm crazy. Deal with it.
I've got one of those. They're orange, though.
Oh, it's my Siamese. My Siamese Ruta used to bite my face a little. She'd give me nibbles. Thankfully, she got out of that one. That one, she used to get me on my nose and like my cheek and stuff. I hated it so much. Now it's just that she paws at me. She's paws.
Like, oh, I can do that. I can handle that.
Until you get smacked in the face by a paw and you're just like, oh.
Like, come on. Henry just slowly bites me, or he does paw me, but he does it with his nails out.
Once in a blue moon, there's claws. If I really ignore her, then yeah. Sometimes I can convince her to come back to bed, though. I can often convince her.
Like, no, I'm sorry, come back.
No, I mean like as in she's trying to get me to wake up. That's why she's pawing me and bugging me, and I will convince her to come back to bed. I'll be like, no, come on, come cuddle more. You know, like come, just come snuggle longer. I have to do that to
Chloe. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. All right, that is the kitty corner and all that fun stuff. So let's get into our topics and shit. And today's theme, thank you, is medical. Medical. So obviously that means we're up to, what is that? Oh, is that a spider on my microphone?
Ooh, do you think it lives in there?
I'm gonna send you a picture of this. It's a weird looking spider.
Tell it I said hi. I can't wait to see this little thing.
It's really small.
Cute. Oh, it's so cute.
Is it alive? Yes, it is. It is alive.
It looks like it could be really fast.
It is really fast.
He's kind of small, so he's
very small and very speedy. Okay, he's got.
And very speedy.
Ugh. I just looked over. I'm like, what is? It's been there the whole time. I need you to know. It's been there the whole fucking time.
You're like, before I move this closer to my face, what is that?
Oh, fuck. Anyways, yes, today's theme is medical shit. Again, this is up to our interpretation of what we find that is a little interesting to bring for this theme today. So, I went first last time.
Oh.
So that means Laura, you get to give us your medical topic first.
Okay.
What you got for us, Laura?
Well, today my name is Meep Moop and my pronouns are Beep Boop.
Well, I'm not calling you that, but I did see that you changed your name to Meep Moop.
So, that's how we're feeling today. Today I went the route of like...
Can I go get something real quick?
Do you want me to continue?
You can. I'll be right back.
Last time you did, I don't
already
know.
can't hear you. Goodbye.
She's leaving me. I'm stuck with an empty chair that's spinning, and that's it. But let me tell you guys what I see.
She's all by
I didn't even
herself.
get an opportunity, but I see that Kaylee got
All
pickles.
alone.
That's what her medical emergency was.
What? What was my medical emergency?
Pickles.
Oh, yeah. I need a snack.
I snack, and you're going to be pickles.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I am ready.
I did medical miracles, and they're just kind of like little stories to make us like ooh and ah and make me feel good. So exactly, it's true.
We love a good medical miracle.
Medical miracle. I'm trying to find one that I really like. So I like maybe this one. It's titled "Battling a Deadly Brain-Eating Amoeba."
Oh. You can get that from swimming in a lake.
Yeah, that's exciting. Because I do that often in the summer. Fight like a girl. That's what 12-year-old Callie Hardig's parents told her on Friday, July 19th, 2013. There was nothing else to say. It was impossible to believe that just the day before her crushing headache and relentless nausea started, Callie and two pals had been giddily playing King of the Hill at a water park near Benton, Arkansas.
Water park.
Yikes. That's even gross.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Lake, I kind of get it. Whoa,
Yeah, but if they're
bro.
not... Yeah.
Rough. It was there. Doctors told the devastated parents that Callie must have gotten water infected with a brain-eating amoeba up her nose. The creature then traveled along her olfactory nerve and into her brain, where it began feasting on her brain tissue, a condition called... You're wanting me to do medical pronunciations? A condition called primary amyobic.
Amyobic.
That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Oh, amyobic. There's a bigger word after it. I didn't see. I was blanking. Apparently, I was blacking out already. Primary amyobic meningoencephalitis.
Good job.
The doctor said it was 99% fatal. Only 2 people in North America had ever survived.
Damn.
We had to tell her parents that it was very likely that she would not be alive in 48 hours, said Dr. Matt Linham, MD, the infectious disease specialist who treated her. Still, doctors at Arkansas Children's Hospital jumped into action. They pumped Callie's body full of antifungals and antibiotics,
That's
as
right.
well as a rare, unapproved German drug they got from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
They went
this lowered her-
experimental.
Yes, it says they lowered her body's temperature to 93 degrees, putting her in a medically induced coma in attempt to reduce brain swelling, hooked her up to a ventilator, then a dialysis machine for her failed kidneys, and for 2 weeks, Callie's medical team worked around the clock to keep her alive, balancing the complex job of preventing low blood pressure but stopping episodes of high blood pressure that worsened her brain swelling. Oh my gosh.
Crazy shit.
We had good hours and bad hours, not days, said Dr. Linham. Then slowly, Callie's brain swelling stabilized. Doctors decreased her sedation and increased her body temperature, unsure if she would be the same little girl when or if she woke up. We just didn't know, says the doctor, but 2 days later, she did a thumbs up and her parents knew she was still in there. Callie would be in the hospital for 8 more weeks, relearning the most basic functions like swallowing, but eventually she officially became survivor number 3.
Damn.
Doctors don't know exactly why she lived, and it says that a 12-year-old Florida boy diagnosed days after Callie received the same German medicine but still didn't survive.
Damn.
It says, number 1, it was God's grace. Dr. Linham says, other than that, it was countless little things that went her way, countless little miracles that happened every day and made the difference between life and death. Ugh. I mean, the fact that it takes 8 weeks to learn all that stuff, I mean, she's a fucking champ. I don't know if I could. That's 2 months to learn everything. That must have been tough.
Well, to be fair, you're sitting in a hospital all day with nothing else to do. That's a lot of time
but it's
to develop.
Physically exhausting, I think.
But she's also 13.
And painful.
Right? 13?
Yeah. I think so, 12.
And if she has that will to live and get better and get back to her life, then sometimes that's all you need, and you shockingly pull shit through. You're like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't know how you did that, but fucking good on you.
I know.
That's insane. Reasons I don't like swimming in any water. Brain eating amoebas. So, get a little nose plug. Get earplugs. So nothing gets up your nose or in your ears to get to your fucking brain. And hopefully you kept your mouth shut while the water hits you.
What about your eyeballs?
Close them? Can it get in through your eyeballs? I don't know.
I don't know. That's what I guess I was asking.
I don't know.
Close everything.
Just close everything.
All the options.
All the orifices.
That you possibly can.
Yeah.
The next one, the title is, she was, quote unquote, dead for 45 minutes.
Oh, damn.
They literally ran her back to the operating room. 40-year-old Ruby... Oh, girl, I should have read your name before I chose you. Would you like me to send this to you and you give it a whack?
Sure.
But I might just call her Ruby. She's lovely. I already know. We're just going with Ruby. 40-year-old Ruby had just had a completely normal C-section, giving birth to a beautiful baby girl on September 23rd. But when her medical team moved her to the recovery room, she fell unconscious. Suddenly, Ruby, now a mother of 2, was in full cardiac arrest. Dr. Jordan Nur, her anesthesiologist at Boca Raton Regional Hospital in Florida, immediately intubated Ruby as a machine could breathe for her. He called a code, and about a dozen other doctors and nurses crowded into the room, frantically giving advanced cardiac life support. For more than 2 hours, she was having life-threatening heartbeats, Dr. Nur says. Most scary was when Ruby had a pulseless rhythm. The heart was beating, but not pumping any blood throughout her body, and doctors delivered constant CPR compressions for 45 minutes straight to try to get her heart working normally again. After about 2 hours, her doctors knew there was no hope. They brought her extended family into the room to say goodbye. After Ruby's family returned to the waiting room, where they, along with a few nurses, frantically prayed on their knees for a different outcome, the doctors stopped pumping her chest. They were ready to call her time of death. I was seconds away from turning off the ventilation machine when one of the nurses shouted, "Stop." Dr. Nur says, without any medicine or CPR, Ruby's heart began to beat on its own for the first time in 2 hours. It was just indescribable. It turned out that some amniotic fluid had leaked into the uterus and traveled through Ruby's bloodstream into her heart, called an amniotic fluid embolism. It causes an air block in the heart and prevents blood from flowing. These embolisms are rare, and we don't know a lot about them, Dr. Nur says. Usually the patient passes away or has significant brain damage. And then it states that her doctors don't really know what happened to the amniotic debris. They just kind of assumed it dissolved on its own. But not only did Ruby live, but she is in perfect health. It's almost as if it never happened, says Dr. Nur. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. I'm not a highly religious person, but you just don't see this happen. The next morning, Ruby's breathing tube was removed. 4 days later, she walked out of the hospital with her newborn daughter, Tally, without even a broken rib from all the chest compressions. I feel like they weren't doing it right then, no?
Not necessarily. You don't have to break ribs to be doing chest compressions
No, but
correctly.
like for 2 hours?
Well, if it
and
was
not
like, if any of
one?
them were smaller people or anything like that were doing it, maybe they just weren't doing. Maybe they weren't strong enough to apply the pressure needed to break the ribs.
I know that they try to like avoid that.
Yeah,
because
well,
that's
yeah.
not necessarily
Obviously,
what
they
we're
would
going
like
to
to
know,
avoid
but, like,
breaking.
2 hours? That's impressive. Goddamn.
Well, if they, I don't know, because they said, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, good for them,
Yeah,
honestly.
absolutely.
Good for her ribs. But someone else was running the show that day. There's no doubt in my mind, Ruby says today. I don't know why God chose me, but I know he gave me this life again for a reason. And, you know, that's where that story ends.
I think I'm under attack.
By spiders.
The spider is like, I thought it came over for a second. I saw it crawling back up around the microphone.
It was thinking about it,
And then I thought for a second I saw it crawling on me, but I don't think so.
I was reading it, seeing you out of the corner of my eye, like, yeah, like, what is going on over there? And I was like, uh-oh, spider's back.
Fucking Christ, dude. Anyways, that's an insane story. That's absolutely insane. I would never have another child if I was that woman, personally.
Right?
I'd be
I would
afraid
be
the next one would also cause me
terrified.
to die for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the fact that amniotic fluid can get into your bloodstream and go to your heart. Didn't know that. Another
that.
fear and
New
reason to
fear.
not want a fucking child. Jesus
Yep,
Christ.
no fear.
Oh my god.
I know they said it's rare, but still, it happens.
And yet it's happened
And most people
to
die.
plenty of other people, and I am all set. Thank you very much.
Yes. But I think that's probably what I'll give you today.
Couple little stories.
Yeah, a couple little, like, crazy good stories about crazy good stuff. Oh,
Paranoid over here.
I know you are. If you hear scream, it's the spider.
Gotta bring my mic closer. I don't want it closer.
I want it close.
Alright. I am not gonna tell you the topic yet.
I know you.
I'm gonna just start reading this article.
Guys, I think she's got something crazy.
It's from discovermagazine.com. I'm not gonna read you that blurb. Alright, so I'm just gonna start reading this article. Okay. This is about a form of revival or life-saving measures for drowning victims in the 1700s, okay?
Oh.
In the 1700s, lifesavers employed some unique methods for drowning victims. So,
Wow.
if
is
you
quite
were
gonna
to
be-
drown in the Thames River in the late 18th century, your best chance of survival would be for a good Samaritan to pull you from the water and carry you to a receiving house outfitted with basic medical equipment, possibly even located in the pub you had just stumbled out of. Established by the local life-saving organization, the Royal Humane Society. There, medical assistants who had been trained for exactly this kind of rescue would begin the work of bringing you back from sudden death.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. Why not?
They would strip you bare, dry you off, and clean your mouth and nostrils. They would warm your body either by rubbing your skin with wool or heated brandy, or by laying you near a fire. And then one of the assistants would light a tobacco pipe, cover the bowl with his handkerchief, and insert the opposite end into your rectum and blow.
What were they
Whether
thinking
you
they were
lived-
doing?
Whether you lived or died had nothing to do with the tobacco smoke enema. That's right, folks. Today, we're talking about the tobacco smoke enema. That was
I
once
never thought I would have to write
a
those
legitimate
words down.
medical procedure. No, you didn't. And yet here I am bringing this a wild one, do ya?
I feel like the only reason that has ever worked to get a drowning person not to drowning is just sheer shock. Right? Coughed up their own fucking water because they were like, what the fuck is that? Alright, so do they lube this thing up? Like, what are they doing? They dried them off. So what
I
do
don't
we
know that lube was really a thing then, so...
spit on it at the minimum?
Yeah, spit on that thing! Ha!
Yeah. Stop.
I showed that to Nick recently because he had never seen it when it was a whole thing.
What?
He's chronically
Oh my
offline.
God.
No, he's chronically offline. Chronically offline.
Okay. I was like, what?
He is a chronically offline human being, so I have to update him on things like memes and stuff like that happen on the internet. And he had never heard of it, and I think it was referenced somewhere or something. And so I brought it up and I mentioned it to him, and then I showed him the video. I was like, yeah, that was the whole thing. That bitch went viral.
Yeah, she really did, and tried to like seriously capitalize on it. Which
hey, I don't blame her. Girl, get your bag. Well, you can't
yes,
get
exactly,
your fucking bag.
That's exactly how I feel. I'd do the same.
But yeah,
fuck it.
Yeah, he's a chronically offline boy. But yeah, anyways, I don't think lube or anything. I don't know when lube was invented. You know, we could do that one of these days. When was lube invented? You know.
I have another question, and I know you can't answer it. So these are hypothetical.
I might.
And I understand that, but true. But like, in the 1800s, what did they think drowning was?
1700s. It was the 1700s.
So sorry,
but 18th
let
century.
me write
Remember,
that down.
1700s.
Yes, I do.
18th
I do
century.
forget that. That's so stupid about that.
Yep. Well, because remember we had the like 100s and stuff like that. You had to get to your thousands. You know. So.
I get it. It's lame. But what did they think was wrong? Like, what did they think drowning was? Where they thought, let's dry them off, roast them on a fire, and stick a pipe up their ass.
They're roasting them on a fire.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, go on. I have a lot of questions, but they'll stay forever unanswered.
Well, I've got a whole article
Historians
here
out
for
there.
you, so.
Okay, beautiful. On specifically tobacco smoke enemas?
Yes, this whole article is about this procedure that they used to do.
Snaps for
I have
Kaylie.
a whole article for
I thought it was just like ways, you know?
I didn't think I was going to be able to find anything that went into more depth about it, but I did, and I was so excited. And when you rescheduled on me, I was like, God damn it!
Like, I'm pumped about this one.
Alright.
I love this for you, for me, for everyone involved.
I love it for all of us.
Tell
Alright. So, whether you lived or died would have nothing to do with the tobacco smoke enema, of course. But at the time, this was one of the most popular therapies for drowning victims, believed to be among the most efficacious applications. Or so writes physician Thomas Cogan in a pamphlet published in 1795 by the Royal Humane Society.
Okay, cool.
They believed it to be effective, Laura. They believed it to be effective.
Well, I don't know why else they would be doing it if they didn't believe it would be effective, but I need proof. There's no evidence.
So,
proof.
Tobacco has long been understood to be an irritant and therefore a stimulant. Cogan, who, with William Hawes, co-founded London Society for the Recovery of Persons Apparently Drowned, later called the Royal Humane Society, in 1774, justifies the therapy like this. It is not only the admission of a kindly warmth into the internal parts of the body, which in all cases must prove advantageous, but it is stimulus connected with warmth seems admirably adapted to excite irritability and to restore the suspended or languid peristaltic motion of the intestines. Stimulates your intestines is what they thought it did. Warmed them up and stimulated them. Various devices were used to administer the enema. A regular tobacco pipe, tubes of different kinds with metal nozzles on each end, and eventually a bellows. As far back as the 15th century, physicians believed rectal insufflation and had reanimation powers.
What?
Inflating the rectum Putting air into the rectum.
No, I understood
Okay.
the sentence.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Reanimation is
Yeah.
just what a way to word it.
Yeah, they thought that had reanimating powers.
Oh.
Instructions from the physician Paulus Bagalardus to midwives in 1472 recommended a therapy for stillborn babies. If she find the newborn warm, not black, she should blow into its mouth if it has no respiration, or into the anus.
You're almost there. But I need to know why you think butthole. Air doesn't come out of there, so like, yes, blow air into your mouth, that's where it comes from. But do they think air goes through the butthole, through your body, and out your mouth?
Listen, we don't touch on that. I don't think. I don't think we talk. I don't think that. I don't know on that one. I think I've broken Laura with this one, you guys. I think I've done it. I think I've broken Laura with this one.
I just am diagramming that in my head for a post for you guys is an absolute atrocity.
I have drawings and pictures.
Oh, good lord, can you send these things to me?
Absolutely, Laura.
Like, just give me the whole link is all I need.
Oh,
I need
yeah, I'll just share the
quotes,
link with you, and you can just go in
reanimating powers.
and find the photos that they share. There's a great photo of them
Yes.
with a tube into a dude's ass and blowing into it. It's great. It's great.
Great.
And you got a picture of
do
all
love
the
that
little
for
tools.
them.
So, it's fine. Got you. The tobacco smoke enema was one of several remedies for drowning victims used in Europe at the end of the 1700s. If the enema didn't reanimate the victim, a rescuer might try shaking the person vigorously, bloodletting, or even applying red-hot irons to the bottom of the feet.
Please, guys, if you're from the 1700s, 18th century, whatever it is, please do not drown, because it is
Well, if you fell into the Thames and you
a
couldn't swim, you're fucked.
process. Don't even go swimming,
Um,
alright?
I'm saying, but if you fall in, hello? What are you gonna do then?
Don't even
Go nowhere
20
near
feet
water.
fucking near water.
Nowhere
alright?
near
Don't
water.
Because now this and brain-eating amoebas, we're fucked.
So, chest compressions, delivering air to the lungs, or applying electric shock to the heart also were recommended alongside rectal fumigation. Techniques remarkably... Laura's like, we're there. All right, we're close. And then I hit rectal fumigation. She's like, God damn it!
I really think they think that the air was going through into the butt, through the body, and out the mouth. I really think that.
Broken Laura with the fucking...
Why else would
Oh
they
my
be
God.
saying buttholes over and over again?
Oh,
God.
oh man. Techniques remarkably close to our modern resuscitation procedures.
Almost.
Almost. You're almost there, guys. These therapies for resuscitating drowned persons were spread by life-saving societies, a response to the high rate of drownings in the 18th century. It was a leading cause of accidental death in Europe, and I think it's because they wore a lot of heavy clothing too. So it was like once your clothing got soaked down, it was fucking practically impossible to swim, especially if you're a woman wearing
you're
like all
wearing,
these
like-
layers, or even men, like
And then
a lot of layers,
like a woman in like those big dresses,
anything like that.
and then really, really like fur, legitimate coats.
Yep, heavy
That
coats,
is
things
true.
like that.
Like I said, 20
And
feet away from any fucking water.
I
Alright?
don't think people knew how to swim the greatest. I don't think that was a common skill to have.
No.
So, yeah.
What are you doing near water then, huh?
Well,
Busta?
to be fair, it does run right through the city, so... The Thames run right through, because we're in London. The Thames run, like, right through the city.
Figure it out, alright?
Oh my gosh. These,
Oh
they're...
my gosh.
They were spread, blah, 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 blah. The first life-saving society was founded in the canal-threaded city of Amsterdam in 1767, inspired by the success of the Dutch society and a growing humanitarian movement. Similar organizations popped up in Paris, Milan, Venice, London, Hamburg, and St. Petersburg in the following decade. and in the 1780s in Philadelphia and Boston. These organizations were often founded by doctors and published research on the latest life-saving techniques.
We had fallen to the booty myth, Boston?
Everyone fell to the booty myth, Laura. We didn't know shit about medicine. Yeah! One of my favorite, posts that I've seen is about how, Oxford University is, the oldest university. So fucking old that they literally taught this shit. And then eventually had to correct themselves because they eventually learned.
God.
But, so old that,
I'm gonna have to then maybe look up why they thought that this continued to be a good thing to do. I need to know.
Well, it eventually died out. Yeah, no, it eventually died out.
Yeah, of course. But I just, wow, for it to, spread like wildfire, our booties were not safe back then.
Yeah, it's believed that teaching existed at Oxford University by some form by 1096. So 1096.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Guess what time it is.
724? Still 724?
It is. We're waiting for it to change to 725, just slowly but surely.
Alright, so... So, some even paid monetary rewards, funded by a combination of public and private donations to the Good Samaritans who aided drowning rescues. According to the Royal Humane Society's 1795 report, 70% of the 2,572 rescue attempts made by the society were successful, though what medical state the apparently drowned were actually in may have varied. What was lacking was not the creativity of devising rescue techniques, but the ability to separate effective from ineffective therapy, writes Mickey Eisenberg, an emergency medicine specialist, in his book, Life in the Balance, Emergency Medicine and the Quest to Reverse Sudden Death. So, there is
I could have told you that, Mickey.
So, there is an efficacy in that once highly recommended... Oh, sorry. So, is there any efficacy in that once highly recommended smoke enema? The short answer? None. Whatsoever.
Yeah.
Says Thomas Rea, a professor of medicine at the University of Washington School of Medicine and the director of the Center for Progress in Resuscitation. Tobacco was a known stimulant, so the logic was it might help stimulate response and resuscitation. Eisenberg provides an additional hypothesis for its use, writing, "It is possible that the dilation of the anus by the tube provided some reflex stimulus of respiration. And before its toxic effects were understood, tobacco smoke was thought to have therapeutic qualities. In 1660s England, tobacco fumigation, in this case of the lungs, was believed to be a prophylactic against the plague. As late as the mid-19th century in America, it was considered a disinfectant, particularly against cholera. But Ray says he's never come across the use of tobacco smoke for therapeutic intervention in modern medicine. There is no modern evidence to support its use in this situation, he says. Yes, Laura?
Why are they more leaning into why they're defending tobacco use versus defending they stick it in your asshole?
Well, I don't...
Where's that defense?
They're
because
not defending
that's
that,
what I'm
because they're saying that,
confused
yeah,
about.
no.
I'm not confused about the tobacco.
They're saying it
right?
makes sense that they tried the butthole. I don't know why that makes sense, but they're saying it makes
I need
sense.
more of an explanation. That's what the explanation. All right.
Criticism of the practice did eventually arrive when nicotine was discovered to be a poison. The critics became more harsh in the beginning of the 19th century, without leading to a learned consensus about the legitimacy and efficiency of the method, says Anton Serdechny. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. A senior researcher fellow at the Medici Archive Project in Florence, Italy, and author of Tobacco for the Dead, A History of Resuscitation. Rectal fumigation is obviously not CPR. There was no idea about the respiratory chemical process at least until the end of the 18th century, Serdechny says. Anecdotal reports of rescuers using chest compressions appear at the same time tobacco enemas were being used, which might be why they thought the tobacco enemas worked, because they were also starting to integrate chest compressions in. And they were a little too stupid to realize what they were doing.
They were just like, it's working, let's just keep doing this.
So chest compressions
rectal
appear at the same...
fumigation is a crazy thing to say.
I love it. Using chest compressions appear at the same time tobacco enemas were being used, but physicians of the day did not understand which methods of resuscitation were truly working, and certainly not how. For example, though, 18th century medical professionals did grasp the importance of circulation tube vitality, says Serdechny. Most practices around resuscitating the drowned were meant to restore respiration in order to, as a result, restore circulation, as if the respiratory arrest was merely an obstacle to the continuation of circulation. It would be more than a century before medicine understood that resuscitation requires the combination of both respiration and circulation, and in the case of ventricular fibrillation, electric shock. The first successful defibrillation using electricity was recorded in 1947. What we know as CPR was not developed until the mid-20th century. Some of the original life-saving societies exist in different forms today. Early rescue societies in the U.S. later evolved into the present-day United States Coast Guard, and the Royal Humane Society continues to recognize acts of bravery by ordinary citizens. Perhaps most profound is the work of these organizations in the earliest forms, advanced our ability to reverse sudden death, and paved the way for one of our most effective life-saving tools, CPR. So then they give us a mouth-to-mouth history. This, I get it, but it's also wild to me. A mouth-to-mouth history. Ironically, blowing smoke into the rectum may have been preferred to blowing smoke into a drowning victim's mouth. In 18th century England, the practice of placing one's mouth on the mouth of a lifeless adult was considered particularly repugnant, writes Mickey Eisenberg in Life in the Balance, Emergency Medicine, and the Quest to Reverse Sudden Death. Midwives had likely been practicing mouth-to-mouth resuscitation on their neonatal patients for centuries, but were often isolated from and looked down upon by the medical professionals. Historical analysis refer to their techniques as inelegant, undignified, and the method practiced by the vulgar to restore stillborn children. By the late 1700s, though, doctors in Europe began to recognize the value of the practice of forcing air into the sudden death victim's lungs, advocating it to and through life-saving organizations. But instead of being seen as the first and most necessary step for resuscitation, rescue breathing was often considered one option of many, including bloodletting and rectal fumigation, and of lower priority than warming and drying the body. By the end of the 18th century, distaste for actual mouth-to-mouth contact, it was degrading to touch those who had died an unnatural death, a 1796 account states, had caused mouth-to-mouth rescue breathing to be largely replaced by ventilation via bellows, metal tubes, and wooden pipes. Today, guards, shields, and masks, such as the one shown above, sorry about that, I didn't mean to say that part, are recommended for those performing mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, not because such contact is vulgar, but rather to inhibit the spread of communicable diseases. And that is my article on tobacco smoke enemas and
Ladies,
rectal fumigation.
Gentlemen, whomever you might be.
Ladies, and gents.
It is a disgrace to put your mouth near another person's mouth if they have died in an unnatural way, okay? But putting your mouth and blowing it on their butthole?
Totally fine.
Totally okay.
Totally safe.
Totally.
Sanitary.
So
I wonder how many of
cool.
those fuckers got pink eye.
we really like actually encourage it. If you could please keep breezing on the booty holes, that would be great. It might save a life one of these days.
Keep blowing them holes, folks. Is that the name of the
Only
episode?
one hole. The other is unnatural.
Is that the
okay?
name of the episode?
Yes. Yes.
Keep blowing
It's the
holes,
name.
folks. Oh man, that's so funny.
I can't even. I had to write it down. Jesus. Sometimes I look back at my notes and I'm like, oh dear lord. And this one's gonna be one of them. Just because the quotes I have here on already are gonna be making the internet soon, and it'll be good.
It's great. It's great.
Keep blowing them holes, folks.
Well, that's it.
Wow.
That's
Talk about an ending.
yeah. I think that was great. I think that was a fun one.
That was.
I broke Laura with that one.
hilarious.
That's that's for fucking sure. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one.
Yes. We learned a lot today.
We learned a lot today. You know,
We had some feel-good stories right before absolutely Kool-Aid Manning into the most bizarre medical shit I have ever heard of.
It was a wild one. It was a wild
Cover your
one.
buttholes, everybody.
Cover your
them up.
buttholes. Cover your buttholes. Stay safe out
Don't
there,
drown.
folks. Stay away from any bodies of water.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow us on all the socials. Everything's linked down below. Rate us wherever you can. Leave a comment. I don't fucking know. That's it. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.
Goodbye.